Many of you might not even realize it, but you have unfinished business. You need to revisit where you left off, but this time with a renewed perspective. Return to the gym with fresh determination. Go back to the drawing board with innovative ideas. Rekindle your business with newfound strategies. Revisit that relationship with a healed heart, or even metaphorically step into the burning building with courage. You have unfinished business. All you need to do is show up with a new game plan and a refreshed outlook. Perspective is everything. Hear me loud and clear. How you perceive this situation changes everything. You cannot change the past, but you can change how you view it. Shift your perspective. Stop lamenting over the divorce. Stop mourning the job loss. Stop resenting the relocation. Your viewpoint is your greatest asset. When you were broken up with, a new door opened for someone better to enter your life. When you were fired, a path to entrepreneurship was laid before you. I'm not bitter, I'm better. Perspective transforms the game. Everyone craves growth, abundance, lifestyle changes, and new opportunities. But how often do you read or work out? The reason your dreams remain unfulfilled, why your visions haven't become reality, is because your perspective contradicts your potential. You don't have what you want because you don't see its value. If you believe you are meant to be a difference maker, a game changer, a disruptor, someone who commands the room, then everything hinges on your perspective. How do you see your life and challenges? What happens when your viewpoint clashes with your reality? To grow, evolve, achieve, and become, everything depends on your perspective. Show me someone who despises working out, and I'll show you a person who was on the brink of death and was told that exercise would save their life. One sees it as a burden, the other as a second chance. One views the gym as a prison, the other as a passport to a longer life. The person who exercises infrequently doesn't see its value, while the one who trains regularly understands its life-saving potential. Your viewpoint can either be your greatest asset or your downfall. When you see a storm and rain, do you think of depression and limitations, or do you recognize that grass and roses can't grow without rain? Your perspective shapes your reality. Stop saying I should and start saying I must. The mindset of I should leads to stagnation, while I must drives action and success. You must work out, forgive, evolve, and grow. You must aspire to greater heights, to live in a better house, to drive the car of your dreams. No matter how much you dislike your current situation, someone else would give anything to be in your shoes. What you detest, what you want to abandon, is something another person would cherish. Ask yourself, is this problem a burden or an opportunity? Sometimes, what seems like a setback is a setup for something greater. Losing your job, facing divorce, experiencing bankruptcy, these can all be opportunities in disguise. Maybe losing a loved one was a chance to mend another relationship. I need you to see the bigger picture and practice gratitude. Learn to smile, commit to your well-being, and embrace the things you dislike. There are people in the grave who would give anything for another chance to live, to do what you find burdensome. They would seize every opportunity with enthusiasm and courage, doing what you hate to extend their lives. Find the positive, see the larger perspective, and guard your gratitude. Challenges are not your enemies. They are your opportunities. Will you complain in the face of conflict, or will you seize the opportunity? No matter what you aim to achieve, accomplish, give, evolve into, or become, everything depends on your perspective. Stop complaining about jealousy, envy, betrayal, and manipulation. These experiences make you wiser, not weary. They make you triumphant, not toxic. This season is not meant to break you. It's meant to build you into the person you are destined to be. Change your perspective. There's a reason they say, see the light at the end of the tunnel. Without that light, you risk losing your sanity. You risk losing yourself. You could snap under the weight if you can't see beyond your current struggle. The challenge many of us face is looking past our present pain to glimpse the fruitfulness of the future. The right perspective can turn the impossible into the possible. You can't change the past, but you can always alter how you view it. Problems cannot be solved from the same mindset that created them. The severity of your issues is all about perspective. Shift your viewpoint, and many problems will become insignificant. Some will cease to exist, and others will morph into opportunities. The right perspective is a powerful tool, a crucial instrument. It's a discipline and an advantage. When you change how you look at things, the things you look at change. Knowledge, a speech, or a moment of motivation won't sustain you unless you put it into perspective. How will you see the rest of your day? Because the way you see the rest of your day often determines how you see the rest of your life. Shift your perspective, and you can change your future. Many of you listening right now have unfinished business. It's time to revisit that dream, that idea. You have a date with destiny. It's time to return to the drawing board with a new perspective. Your viewpoint shapes your language, and your language shapes your world. If you don't start thinking right, you won't talk right. If you're not talking right, you won't experience the world as you envision it in your mind. I don't know who you are destined to become, but I can tell you this. If you keep seeing things the way you always have, you will never become that person. Everyone desires the next level, wealth, influence, and to be a unique novelty. But listen to me. You will never achieve any of this if you show up in your next season with the same old viewpoint. The right perspective makes the impossible possible. In conclusion, let's take a moment to reflect on the power of perspective. Your viewpoint is not just a fleeting thought, it's a transformative force that shapes your reality. The way you see the world around you can turn insurmountable challenges into manageable tasks and daunting obstacles into opportunities for growth. It's this shift in mindset that enables you to turn pain into progress and adversity into advantage. Think about the times when you faced significant challenges. What made the difference between feeling defeated and finding a way through? It was your perspective. When you can see beyond the immediate struggles, when you can focus on the light at the end of the tunnel, you gain the strength to keep moving forward. Without that vision, you risk losing your sanity, your sense of self, and your direction. You could snap under the weight of it all if you can't see past the present pain to the fruitful future that awaits you. Perspective is everything. The right mindset makes the impossible possible. Although you cannot change the past, you can always change how you perceive it. Problems that seem insurmountable often shrink when viewed from a different angle. Some will vanish, and others will reveal themselves as opportunities in disguise. This is the power of a shifted perspective. It's an instrument, a discipline, and a significant advantage in life. Consider this. How do you see the rest of your day? Because the way you see your day can often determine how you see the rest of your life. If you view your challenges as opportunities for growth and your setbacks as setups for greater comebacks, you set yourself on a path to success and fulfillment. This shift in perspective is what turns mere knowledge into wisdom and fleeting motivation into sustained action. Many of you listening right now have unfinished business. You have dreams that have been set aside, ideas that have been shelved, and goals that have been postponed. It's time to revisit those aspirations with a new perspective. You have a date with destiny. It's time to return to the drawing board. But this time, bring with you the lessons you've learned and the new vision you've developed. Your viewpoint shapes your language, and your language shapes your world. If you don't start thinking right, you won't talk right. And if you're not talking right, you won't experience the world in the way you envision it in your mind. Ask yourself, who are you destined to become? The person you are meant to be is waiting for you to see things differently. Everyone desires the next level, wealth, influence, and the status of being a unique, impactful individual. But remember, you will never achieve these aspirations if you approach your next season with the same old viewpoint. Your perspective needs to evolve for your reality to change. Thank you for joining me on this journey of transformation and growth. If this message has resonated with you, if it has sparked a change in how you see your life and your challenges, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. By subscribing, you'll stay connected and receive more content designed to inspire, motivate, and empower you to live your best life. And don't keep this message to yourself. Share it with your friends, family, and anyone who could benefit from a fresh perspective. Together, we can create a ripple effect of positivity and change. We can all learn to see the light at the end of the tunnel, to embrace our unfinished business, and to step confidently into our destinies. So, hit that subscribe button, share this video, and let's continue this journey together. Remember, the power to change your life is within your perspective. Let's use that power to shape a brighter, more fulfilling future. Thank you, and see you next time.